Hello everybody. Today we are going to review Godzilla vs. Kong, and that was just a wild ride right from the beginning to the end. So let's dive into this. We will go over, if my phone would open, we'll go over all the actors and actresses that were in this film. And well, I'm slacking. Okay, so we have Alexander Skarsgård, Millie Bobby Brown, Rebecca Hall, Brian Henry, who I've never actually heard of before, Isa Gonzalez, who played in the show or the series from Dusk Till Dawn, which I will be doing a review of as well because I've been watching it again. Julian Dennison, who played the what was his name in Deadpool 2? Anyway, he was in Deadpool 2. Kyle Chandler obviously plays the father of Millie Bobby Brown in this movie. So her real name is Madison. Alexander Skarsgård plays Nathan. And Isa Gonzalez plays Maya Simmons, I'm assuming was her name in this movie. And Julian plays Josh. I mean, these are kind of secondary characters, really, to the monsters or titans, as they call them in these movies. But anyhow, well, I don't know what is going on. That seems better, doesn't it? It's always a mess trying to get this camera set up. Anyhow, so Kong is still stuck on Skull Island, but not actually. He doesn't have the ability to free roam the entire island. He's actually stuck in part of the Monarch facility, where they give him like this simulation of the sky, I guess, and stuff. I mean, he's still technically on the island, but he's not actually in... he's not able to free roam the island. So they talk about this place called, and I wrote it down because I couldn't remember the name of it for the life of me, but I know it's near the core of the Earth. There's this big talk about, between Nathan and his superiors, about this hollow Earth theory, and I guess that his brother did get sent down there, but I guess it was the gravitational pull is so intense that it just ripped them to shreds when they were going through it. Because it basically is like a whole nother Earth's gravitational pull pulling you in and spitting you out at the same time. So unfortunately his brother died trying to get to this hollow Earth place. So he believes that Kong is the only way to get there. So he goes to Skull Island and talks to... Why can't I remember her name? Talks to Eileen, who Rebecca Hall plays in this movie, and convinces her that Kong is the one way to get to Hollow Earth, which ends up being true because he is what gets them through the portal. I'm not really sure how he's able to do that. I guess maybe because he kind of is the item that can break through the portal, maybe that was the case. Anyhow, whatever is down there, creature-wise, is far more insane than even what was on Skull Island from what I can remember, so I'm going to have to go back and watch that movie because it's been a while since I've seen it, and I am going to add this. I think in August I'm going to do a Monster Month. Now, I don't really know if I had said that I was going to do a Monster Month for a different month, but I think I'm going to change it to August if I said that in a previous video. I am terribly sorry. I think I'm going to make Monster Month August, and then I'm not sure really what I'll do for September. I know October will definitely be horror movie month for sure, but I'll talk about all that in a different update video just so you guys know all about that, because I know not everybody watches every single video of mine. That would be insane if they did, but a huge help if they did. But anyhow, where was I? So yeah, they get off the island, they are able to get Kong into Hollow Earth, and so let's just rewind a little bit to Godzilla's story before we really get into what happens in Hollow Earth, because there is quite a bit of filler there. So Godzilla and Kong fight on his journey, because we find out that, I guess between the two rivalry creatures, there's been this ancient war that's been going on between them, because when Kong goes to Hollow Earth, he finds his weapon. So I guess he's found his true home, because I believe their thought was that all these titans came from the same place. They were basically spat out of Hollow Earth and put into the actual world with humans. So obviously we kind of had to adapt to, at least for this movie, humans kind of had to adapt to the Titans and their way of living, because we're not on, or they're not on our world, we're on theirs, I think was a quote from the very first movie. Something to that effect, anyhow. So yeah, Monarch is creating some sort of weapon, but we don't know what yet in the very beginning until we find out. And these were just rumors from the trailers and things going through that Mecha Godzilla might actually be in the movie. And I'm sure most people have probably seen it by now if you're a fan of Godzilla or King Kong or anything, that Mecha Godzilla was in the movie. And I did not know that, because I kept as far away from this movie, except for, I think, the very first teaser trailers for it, I think was about all I watched. So I kept away from spoilers and everything with this movie, which is literally almost impossible to do with most movies these days that are that big. So I'm glad that I was able to, because I went into it blind without knowing that he was actually going to be in the movie. And that scene gave me chills when Mechagodzilla was finally being created. Now, he was created from parts of and I can't remember the name of the creature, but the three-headed beast that Godzilla fights in Godzilla King of Monsters. Now, what did he fight in the Godzilla King of Monsters movie? I'm trying to think now. Okay, there is the... It's not going to tell me the name of the creature, is it? Damn. But it is this, I don't know how well you can see that there. Yeah, that doesn't really work, does it? The three-headed dragon thingy. Anyway. I don't know how well you can see that, but that's what, damn, that sucks. But anyhow, I believe that was what this Mechagodzilla, parts of it were created from, and they had this brainwave thing set up between that and the Mechagodzilla, obviously controlled by human as well. So then eventually the Mechagodzilla is able to actually think for itself, and so that is what Godzilla himself was trying to destroy from the very beginning, and why he went on this wild rampage and destroyed city by city and just anything in his path, basically. And obviously, because of the history between him and Kong, he was trying to once again prove himself as superior titan. And I think he did enough of that in the movie. There were certain times where Kong obviously had his moments, I would say. But in the very end of the battle, Godzilla was able to defeat him and prove that he was still the king of the monsters. And it almost looked like even after they defeated Mechagodzilla that they might end up fighting again. But yeah, they didn't, because I think Kong kind of laid down his weapon to say, this is my way of showing you peace. I do not want to continue anymore fighting like this. So Godzilla decides that he is just going to leave. And that's basically where the movie left off, was the two of them kind of teaming up in some sort of odd way and defeating Mechagodzilla, because from the past, we all know that Mechagodzilla was probably the strongest opponent, I think, that Godzilla has ever faced. And I don't know if he... Obviously, Godzilla defeats Mechagodzilla, I do believe, if I'm remembering correctly, but oh my god, it almost looked like he wasn't going to in this movie. And they had to shock Kong's heart, shock him back to life, because Kong almost died from his battle just with Godzilla alone. So can you imagine if he had have died to Mechagodzilla? It almost happened though too. So yeah, this movie was quite a wild ride. Highly recommend going to see it. Definitely a 10 out of 10 is my rating for this movie. I'm going to have to go back and watch Godzilla King of Monsters and Kong Skull Island. And I'll probably go back and watch the old 2005 extended cut and just add that into my monster movie month in August. And I'll have to think of... Ooh. I can also add Monster Hunter. That's perfect, because I haven't actually filmed my review for that yet. I have to go back and watch the movie a second time, because I didn't know that much about Monster Hunter, and now I've started playing the game, and I'm really getting into it, so... yeah, I'll have to go back and do that as well. But anyhow, I think I've covered everything that I can in this movie without, I don't like to give too much away, but I do like to talk about what I can anyway, without completely ruining the movie. For those who haven't seen it, I highly recommend going to watch it first, obviously, unless you are kind of varied on your opinion and you kind of want somebody else's opinion of the movie. But there isn't too many movies that I don't enjoy. Obviously there's some that I enjoy more than others, and if it's really, like, if I have any criticisms of the movie, I will give them. But this one, I don't have any criticisms of this movie. It was good from beginning to end, obviously action-packed. So yeah, that's it. So like, share, subscribe, and comment down below your thoughts on this film if you've seen it. If not, definitely go watch it, even though it's not in theaters. I don't know, hook up a soundbar or something, make it sound like a theater. If you got surround sound, it still sounds like a theater. If you got a big TV, go get a projection screen or something. You can make it work from home during these times, because I know we're still struggling here in Canada at least, so it seems like we're kind of the slowest to the whole pandemic thing. But we will get there. I know we will. So let's keep our fingers crossed, and I guess everybody get the vaccine if you can, or when you can, because we're well on our way to being back to normal almost. Whew, thank God. It seems like it's been 4 years of this, but it's really only been about 1.5 years. But I guess with shutdowns and lockdowns and all this, and nobody really knows what to do, and the rules and all those things. But hey, now I'm kind of just ranting about something else. But hey, I guess I need to get that off my chest in this video. So it is what it is. This is part of the review now. But anyhow, I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye for now.